Adam, you've always said that announcing a fast, clean jump act is one of your favorite things.
Yeah, announcing these guys would have been fun.
It's showtime. This is The Ski Show, the ultimate show ski podcast, and your one and only source for all things show skiing, bringing you news, knowledge, and interviews with the legends and stars of our sport. Here are your hosts, Matt Heilman and Adam Schaller.
Welcome to The Ski Show, still the only media on the planet dedicated to the sport of show skiing. We are plugging along in 2025. I don't know, we're at episode maybe 18 or 20 on the year. We're well into the hundreds, Adam, like 125 episodes. I don't know. I lost track. 140. Brad will know. He'll let us know. But we're still plugging along ever since COVID. Still doing this tiny little podcast, and we're excited. Today, we're going to talk with the winners of two of the last three national team jump titles, the Catfish Bay Jump Team.
Well, you said two of the last three. Who was the other one?
I don't know. I'd have to look it up. Honestly,
all right,
I'd have to look it up.
Today's sponsors are FlymanSkis, custom-made jump skis and Featherboard swivel skis at affordable prices. You can get yours at FlymanSkis.com. The Paul Stokes Agency at American Family Insurance. Let Paul be your insurance agent. And by Sega Sports, it stands for Ski and Gymnastics Academy, and they do water ski lessons and trampoline training. Check them out at segasports.us.
Yeah, I mean, the sponsors are awesome. We're so blessed to have the sponsors we have on board, and the board shop is as well this season. And it's so fun to have these guys and watch what they're doing and the way they're supporting the sport and supporting us. And now we're looking ahead to award show season. That's coming up, Adam. So awards committee, podcast awards committee has meetings on the books. They're cranking through all the nominees and discussing every single category, 32 awards categories. And then we're going to be coming out with our top 5 nominees in probably end of November, early December. We're going to have all the list of the top 5 nominees.
So 2 months. Yeah, there's a lot of work being done here behind the scenes by the committee. And 2 months to go, and we get to announce the nominees. That'll be awesome. Yeah,
it's going to be fun. That to me, and I've said it before, like the award show is awesome and everybody should be there. It's, Friday night at Think Tank, reunion of show skiers, all looking super dapper, having fun, honoring the award winners. But the secret sauce is the nominees. Like seeing all the people nominated, and this committee comes up with these top 5 nominees. They have a voting process that they go through, and we end up with 5 in each category to start before we reveal the winner. And that is so fun to just see all the people honored and nominated in the awards. That's cool to me.
Yeah, very cool. But man, don't underestimate the amount of work that goes into that. That's for sure.
Yeah, lot of stuff behind the scenes. Thank you in advance to our awards committee for all the work that they do, and then all of our crew and staff and getting the awards show up and running for Think Tank. We're excited for that. So looking forward to that. Adam, people I'm sure saw it all over social media. Mad City did a 5-high.
Yeah, I did see that on social media. I'm sure you're surprised. And I was like, who centered that? So I had to go through and I picked the spots where it was like on the dock getting ready. I'm like, Oh, yeah, Zeke.
It was Zeke.
Of course.
We haven't done one. So I wasn't in this one. I was in the previous ones. I was actually the middle. I was Zeke in the middle in our previous 2. We did it in 2012. We did it in 2015. We just really haven't since. We don't have, as people know, we don't have a calm water site. Nationals has been in places that's not really conducive to working on a 5-high, so we just haven't. And so we really haven't. And this year, I played 0 role in this. Abby Cothe, Gabby Tashwer and Hannah Thompson ran with it. They wanted to do it. They talked about it. They starting in August, they after nationals, can we start practicing and training and getting ready for a 5-high? I was like, yep, have at it, go for it. And they took the lead, and they did it right. And it was super impressive to me to watch. First of all, this young group we have on our team has all this energy. Amazing amount of energy to just go and do and try and have fun. And Mad City we have practice tonight in September 25th when we're recording this, which is a week prior to this coming out. But they're having water ski practice with Mad City, and they're just
Beautiful
getting
weather.
after
Why
it.
not? You bet.
But the 5-high, they did it land, worked on different combinations of people, and then they took it to the water and they did one side of it. A 4-high on the right side, and then they did the 4-high portion of the left side, and then they did a double top 4-high, and then they put out the 4-high with just the 3rd, 4th, and 5th tiers so they could climb, and then they put it out 5-high in the water, and first attempt of a 5-high, up, down, and to the beach, no falls. That to me is super impressive.
What, other than, hey, we want to do a 5-high for the sake of doing a 5-high, is there some other reason that they're kind of pushing for this?
No, it was really, we want to do a 5-high for the sake of doing a 5-high. That was literally it. We had some energy and interest behind it from some of that group, and they're like, all right, let's go. Let's try this. Next year, I don't know if that'll continue. We could certainly work on it for state. Nationals site at Waterhawks is not necessarily as conducive to building 5 tiers. So we'll see. Although Waterhawks have done a 5-tier in the past, so I shouldn't say that. It's I'm sure I'll get corrected on that pretty quickly, but it is more challenging than it would be to do it at state for sure. That said, who knows? But for now, this is September, and where the stars aligned is there were no boats on the lake all of September. Calm water, lake to themselves, and then cranking it out and just training it the right way, and it was fun to see. Cool stuff.
Yeah, and it's on video, so it did happen.
It did happen. It did. It's not like the moon landing or something like that. Did that really happen?
I don't know. It's quite the kerfuffle.
That is the kerfuffle. That's a great
Which,
word.
by the way, is the word of the day. Kerfuffle. Commotion or fuss. Kerfuffle.
Okay, kerfuffle. All right, great. Well, we're going to start a new segment called The Word of the Day. Sounds great. All right, well, a couple other things. Not much more news going on. The final Buck Up Tour stop is October 11th at Jack Travers in Florida. Big money being handed out. We'll be curious to see who travels to that stop and who's going to put themselves on the podium and make some money. The final Buck Up is the 11th. And from an NSSA standpoint, the rule changes are due October 1st. So if anybody wants to submit a rule change of any sort, those are due on October 1, which is today. The day this is hitting the airwaves, if you're listening to this on Wednesday, October 1, today rules changes are due. So,
Matt, are you submitting any rule changes?
no, but our elite athlete group, so there's the elite athletes on the board of directors. There's 6 of us, have had some dialogue. I don't think there's going to be any rule changes coming from us, but we have discussed some. The NSSA board meeting in November is going to be a lengthy one. There's a lot of potential ideas and topics on the docket, deep conversations that the board needs to start having. And but in terms of specific rule changes, I'm not sure what will come. I'm sure there'll be a handful, but we'll see how that plays out.
Well, that's exciting.
Sue, I bet you're pumped for that, Adam. Pumped. Yeah.
Super
Well,
pumped.
let's not talk about rule changes anymore. Let's talk about Paul Stokes and the American Family Insurance Agency. Paul is a fantastic insurance agent with American Family Insurance, and you should definitely check him out. Paul's tagline is "Get stoked, stay stoked," and he's also giving back to show ski teams.
Yeah, his Get Stoked process is his easy quoting process. Contact Paul to get an insurance quote, and your team will get $30 donated directly to your team by Paul. That's it. Get a quote. Team gets $30. No obligation to sign on with Paul in any way. Get a quote. Your team gets $30.
The Paul Stokes Agency and American Family is giving back, and you'd be a fool not to at least get a quote. Contact him today to get that quote and save money on your insurance. Get stoked and stay stoked with Paul Stokes and American Family Insurance. All right, well, now let's get to our featured interview today. The Catfish Bay Jump Team is fun, talented, and they've won 2 of the last 3 national team jump titles. We're excited to talk to these boys today and their driver. Let's welcome to the show driver Jeremiah Newman and skiers James Bruns, Adam Hammer, Dawson Wallen, and Adam Asmus. Welcome to the show, guys.
Thank you.
Thanks for having us.
Yep. Welcome to the podcast, and I think this is a probably first that we have 3 Adams on the podcast, which is amazing because Adams are awesome. And if you guys have listened to the podcast before, you know it's my job to ask the dumb and obvious questions. So I'm going to start. Where the hell is Catfish Bay?
We're in Sioux Falls, South Dakota.
Sioux Falls, South Dakota. Okay. That's for the listeners that didn't know where. Got it. Yeah. That's for all the listeners that had no idea where Catfish Bay is, and myself, obviously. All right, Catfish Bay from South Dakota. Let's go around here. I want each of you name and how long you've been show skiing, and how long you've been on Catfish Bay. Jeremiah, we'll start with you.
Well, I started way back in 1991 when Catfish Bay started. Catfish Bay was originated in late 80s, early 90s. I started then in 98 till about 96. I skied SeaWorld and Jazzland when we had it in New Orleans, skied over in Japan. And then when I was kind of done skiing professionally, I came back to South Dakota to ski with Catfish Bay and kind of been there ever since. So I'm kind of the old man, the coach, the whatever you want to call me on that given day.
Awesome. James, how about you?
I've been skiing for all my life. My dad kind of runs Catfish Bay, so I was kind of brought into that world. And yeah, it's been a big part of my life. It's how I spend my whole summers, and it's really been, I guess, influential in my life. So, yeah.
Lifer. All right, Hammer, how about you?
I'm Adam Hammer. I've been skiing out at Catfish Bay my whole life as well. My parents were there when it opened, and just like James, I've just grown up there. It's super influential on my life. It's what I do the whole summer, and it's just super fun, especially with these boys.
Very cool. Dustin?
Dawson.
Yeah.
Sorry, Dawson.
We don't have a
It's written as Dustin.
Cat.
It's written as Dustin.
All right.
Sorry, Dawson.
All right. Well,
My
it's
bad.
Dawson Wallen. My dad joined it before I was born. So I, just like everyone else, I grew up out there and got to grow up with James, then got to watch Adam grow up right next to me. So, yeah, just do it all of my summers, and it's a big part of my life.
He is a Wallen. We might as well just call him Morgan if we're not going to get it right.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah. Adam Asmus, how about you?
Well, I'm Adam Asmus. I've been with Catfish Bay since I've been sorry, let me start that over. Hey, I'm Adam Asmus. I've been with Catfish Bay for since 2005. And yeah, they just taught me how to jump and barefoot, and then I got into SeaWorld San Antonio in 2013, and then 2011, and then I ended up at Bartlett's in 2013 to 15, and then I got to meet Matt May, and he kind of got me into the Universal route. So I was in Japan for 2 years, and then I ended up in China for a year after that, and then I went back to Bartlett's, and I ended up getting to be at the last year that Bartlett's was skiing. So, and then also I skied with Matt at Mad City for a couple of years there.
That's right. That was fun. Those were great times.
Yeah.
Holy smokes!
Well, awesome.
A lot of professionals that come out of Catfish Bay.
Yeah, we've actually, I think it's 28 is our number that we've come out since the early 90s up to today.
28 pros. That's awesome.
Yep.
Super cool. Like, as you know, talk to our audience a little bit about Catfish Bay, the team, Catfish Bay, the show. What do you guys? What should we know about Catfish Bay if people don't, haven't seen your show, haven't seen you compete, if they're not in your region, haven't seen you at nationals? What is Catfish Bay? Tell us about that.
Well, we like to call ourselves, we're a little more unique than most teams. We feel like we innovate certain things, and our themes are right up there. We have Jim Bruns, who runs the show, James's dad, and then he gets help out with, we have a couple, they're actually actors. They act in different plays throughout Sioux Falls. Jimmy Lease, and then Molly, they kind of help write and design our shows each year, and they're based around typically one guy, and that's Norman. Norman is our kind of funny comedy actor, and then we have our announcer, and they play off each other throughout the show. And every year we just come up with a different theme based around that Norman character. And we're kind of known for our props. If you've ever seen any of our shows, because we stick to mainly regional tournaments, we like to get our props stuck in the staging area. So, you got to see one to know what I'm talking about. But this last year, we got a Guitar Hero van stuck on the front beach, so that was pretty exciting. But we've kind of evolved with us pros coming back after skiing professionally. We're helping evolve the smaller parts of the show, the barefooting, the jumping, the sky skiing and wakeboarding. We've been upping our skill level. So we took a few years hiatus from amateur ski, or from competing in regional or even trying to compete in national events. And a few years back, about 4 or 5 years ago, we started to get back into competing. And this go around, when we started competing again, we came with some pretty good talent. So we've been doing pretty well. I don't know if we talked about doing any nationals anytime soon, but we do pretty well at our regionals every year.
How many skiers are on Catfish Bay?
Right now, we like actual skiers in the show, we range from 30 to up to 40, 45. I mean, I know you guys know it's a different number every week when you do a show, because not everybody is consistent, but that's all right. We're welcome to stuff like that if people want to come back every once in a while, because we know family, work, all that stuff, you get a little too busy. So we range from 30 to 40 skiers a show.
How many shows do you do a week?
We do one show a week every Friday night at 7. If anybody's ever interested, you can go to catfishbay.com and check us out if you're ever in the area. But we do one show Friday nights at 7.
Cool. I want to chat with. So, like, I look at Adam as like the veteran of this jump group. Well, yeah, we got 3 of them. But Jeremiah and Adam are like the veterans, right?
Yeah.
Absolutely. I don't know how old you all are, but I imagine that Adam Hammer and Dawson and James are all young guns, huh?
We figured it out, and I'm more than twice Adam's age.
Wow.
So me and Dawson are both 19, and I
it's
think
kind of a
Adam's
crazy thing.
like 15 or 16.
But, they're young and talented, and they somehow seem to always land on their feet.
So James and Dawson are 19. Adam Hammer is 15. Is that correct, Adam? 15?
16.
16. You're 16. Awesome. Yep. So When I want to talk to you boys, when and how did freestyle jumping become cool in Catfish Bay? Like when did that growth start, and collectively did you all start? When did it become cool? When did you guys start really getting good at it?
I think it kind of started off with James, because James, when I grew up, he was kind of a little bit ahead of all of us, so he kind of set the tone, and like he was the first one out there trying helis, and then I was just always riding his coattails, just trying to do the next thing and trying to chase him. And then Adam grew up watching me too and watching James do that, so then we all just kind of slowly worked our way up and kept doing more and more tricks, and almost tried to like outcompete each other just to see who could do the coolest trick.
Are you still doing that?
Yeah, just a little bit.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, I gotta pipe in here. Them guys have always been chasing James. Really, I mean, James is a phenomenal skier, phenomenal jumper, phenomenal all-around skier. But we got to give accolades to Dawson landing 1 ski mobs at the end of this summer. So I'm sorry, James, but Dawson might be passing you up here a little bit doing 1 ski mobs.
Shots fired!
Oh boy.
We got internal rivalries going on here. That's fun stuff.
No,
I saw the video.
No
of Dawson's
rivalries.
mob.
No rivalries.
No, that's cool.
It's all fun. We're all having fun. There's no.
That's super cool.
Always,
I love seeing that. I saw the video of Dawson's mob. Super cool. Love seeing young guys getting after it. And so you guys in 2023, you came to nationals and you won team jump. James, talk about that experience. What was that like?
It was really cool. I mean, I feel like we just had gotten to regionals maybe the year previous, and I think we won a regional. So I think the past like 4 regional tournaments we've been in, we won all those, and we're like, hey, we kind of got something going here. Like, let's take us up to the next step. Let's go to nationals. And we just had this jump thing. We had this jump routine that we just had like really solid. Like we were always making all of our jumps. That was like a big thing we noticed while looking at the score sheets. Like, what are the jumps we can do that may not be like that we can be like very solid on and like very like have them perfect while also like being very difficult. And our skills just kind of evolved, and our skills bounced off each other, and we ended up taking that to nationals. And just it wasn't. I don't think it was some, like crazy miracle that we won, because we put in a lot of hard work, and like we knew what we were doing. And it ended up basically just paying off for us at nationals, and it was really cool coming in as like the smallest team there, coming against these teams who maybe had like 3 or 4 boats with multiple people, and then just kind of showing up with a small crew of showing that it can be done. Like, you don't have to have the biggest team to make it happen, I guess.
Right? I mean, you guys roll in with 1 boat and 4 jumpers, right? That's it.
Yeah, and a crazy boat driver too.
Yeah, crazy boat driver. Was it intimidating at all? Like just like you said, you're rolling in. You've got 1 boat. There's 4 of you.
Yeah.
And you're going up against teams that are utilizing 3, 4, maybe 5 boats, and they have jump teams that are 2, 3 times the size of you guys. I mean, was that like running through your head at all?
Yeah. I mean, I feel like it's all, and you guys probably know it too. When you compete, like your heart's pumping. You're like maybe in like your normal shows, you're like, yes, I'm just doing this for fun. But once you get to the tournaments, it's like, oh crap, like we got 1 shot at this, like we mess up, like you're gonna feel like you messed up a little bit. So you're looking at all these teams. Team jump is super.
At nationals is super cool because all the boys are watching together. All the teams are watching each other, and you're performing for the other jump teams. You know, that's super cool.
I mean, anytime
but
I compete, I feel like my heart's racing.
I will say, though, we taking the experience that we have with Adam Asmus and myself, and there's other people that have been involved with evolving this jump team to what it is. We built a foundation, or kind of designed this so that it would be not as intimidating going to these bigger tournaments like that. The hard work and dedication these 4 boys put in months prior to us going to these tournaments. I mean, we're not just, okay, you do this on the day of the tournament. No, them guys have been doing that exact same 4, 5 jumps for 2 months straight. We would go out once, twice, 3 days a week and do the exact same jump. We go down to the end of the lake. We drop them in the water just like you do at a tournament. We'd run the 4 patterns as tight as I possibly can, and we do the exact same jump. So when they got to tournament, it was like LA. They could have put blindfolds on and they could have done those jumps. So
hey, Mad City Boys, I hope you're listening to this podcast. they practiced team
The
jump
same jumps.
and over and over and over and over and
Yep.
repetition, and they were confident they were going to make it instead of slapping
100%.
a new act together at the very end, the 2 days prior to team jump.
Yeah, and it does obviously look. It shows. I mean,
Totally.
these 4 guys, or at least 3 out of the 4, have never skied in a pro show, have never been on that stage of a Division I nationals, and they just went out there and they made it look like it was easy, and that just goes to show how hard they put into it prior to going and competing. So
Yeah, that's awesome. It's incredible stuff. We want to talk a little bit more about your 2025 success and what you've been working on and what's to come. But before we do that, Adam, let's chat about FlymanSkis.
Yeah, FlymanSkis. You know all about them. Custom-made jump skis, featherboard, swivel skis at affordable prices. These skis are made for skiers by skiers. They had a huge summer and aren't done yet because they have the final stop of the Buck Up Freestyle Jump Tour wrapping up in their home state of Florida at Jack Travers in Groveland, Florida on October 11th.
Yeah, that's right. There's $7,000 up for grabs across both the male and female divisions. There were only 3 females at the last jump comp, so they all got paid. So get yourself to Florida, compete, be a spectator. It's going to be fun at the last stop. But if you can't make it, make sure you tune into their live stream on the FlymanSkis YouTube channel. You know them. They've got custom-made jump skis, featherboard swivel skis for skiers of all abilities. To get your skis, reach out to FlymanSkis at an event near you or hop online at FlymanSkis.com. That's FlymanSkis.com. So you won in 23. You know, like James, I think you put it really well. Like it wasn't like you were stunned that you won because you were doing things you knew you could do and you were confident in your abilities. And I love to hear that. Coming into 2025 this year when you won, were the expectations different? Did you come in feeling different, having won one in the past? What did it feel like this year? What were your expectations heading into D1 Nationals team jump this year?
Yeah, so like we won the Nationals in 2023, then 2024 we came back, tried to give it our all, had just a little stumble, and I think that just left us wanting to chomp at the bit for 2025. I think we tried to throw the same jumper team we threw together 2 years ago and did it last year, and this year we're like, I think, shout out to Adam Hammer. I think maybe like a couple months before we started like doing the jumps, he had just learned front flips, and he really set those in. It was really cool to witness that, and we're like, all right, let's throw together some 4-person jumps, and let's we didn't know if we were gonna make them, and we're like, all right, let's just see what we can do. And then the first like time we went out to practice them, we were nailing them. We're like, okay, like we might actually have an opportunity to make this work at Nationals, and we're like, this is going to be really cool. So we did our Nationals set for like the first time that we were going to compete at Nationals, and we did it perfect. Like, holy crap, this is awesome. And then going up to Nationals, we every time we practiced that jump set, it would be just about perfect, and we maybe have one fall, and we're like, all right, there's a little nerves. And even when we took the practice set on that day before Nationals, we had like one fall, and we're like, all right, like little nerves going into it, and we ended up stomping them all at the competition, and it was a high. It was awesome. Like you come into shore knowing you landed all those jumps, and it was a super cool feeling. I mean, something that you don't, not a feeling you get in like your everyday life, but it was a lot of fun.
Your jump act would have scored, like in a tournament score, was like 460 points. It was ridiculous. Yeah. You guys, it was insane. It was so good. So good.
Well, let's hear about this. Adam, this question's for Adam Sr. What jumps did you guys do in your team jump act?
Well, so we started off with gainer, flip, gainer. And then we came around and did gainer, flip, starting from the outside. And then we switched that around and did flip, gainer, starting on the outside. So Dawson in that one spot with that gainer, just wow, just incredible.
Nice.
And then we finished off with a triple gainer with a cut under.
You guys know you didn't even have to do that fourth jump. You could have just come to the beach, clean, and stomped everyone at Nationals, right?
Well,
okay, so we had this we had this conversation, and we still don't completely understand that if we just do 3 jumps and do our highest scoring 3 jumps, that's fine. I mean,
yes.
For me, it feels like you should be doing like a 4th or a 5th jump. I still don't.
3 is the minimum to score a jump act. There is no maximum, but if so, there's pros and cons to that in the scoring system, right? Because if you have a fall somewhere, doing another jump mitigates that. You know, having another successful jump helps alleviate that fall. But if you're clean for 3 jumps, a 4th jump can only hurt you most likely, especially doing the stuff that Adam just listed.
Well, I will say that the triple gainer for them guys, it's like doing, if me and you were to go out and do side-by-side ride-overs, yeah, that's what a triple gainer is for them guys.
That's awesome.
It's crazy watching them do that. They do it week after week on our Friday night shows, and they never fall. That triple gainer is the easiest jump they do. So,
sweet.
Yeah, wow. What the heck?
Feels like there's so much space compared to like the flip gainer.
So I was actually having a conversation with my son Eli today about this podcast because he loves this is his type of podcast. He loves to listen to this. He wants to know, and it's a great question, what other jumps have you guys been working on that maybe hasn't made it into the routine yet, into the competition? Are there other things up your sleeve that you guys have been working on? Maybe let's let Adam Hammer chime in here. We haven't heard from him in a little while, or Dawson. What are you boys working on, or what's next?
Well, for like the stuff we've been working on, like for me, like I just started fronts like a couple weeks ahead of that, and I started getting pretty consistent. And then me, James, and Dawson had the idea, go throw like a triple front. I made like all of those, and then they were just like, let's just do some 4-man stuff. So I'm just like, okay. And so we go out and do all that, and we make it our first set. And so, like, everyone's, like, going crazy about that. And so, like, but like Maya said, we do those same exact jumps every single week. So, like, we don't try and, like, do, like, anything else crazy. Because, like James and Dawson, I know they're both working on, well, they were working on, like, double one-ski gainer and double one-ski fronts, which is really cool to see that. And I know Asmus can also do those one-ski things. But I know, like, that triple one-ski stuff, that's just, like, a different level. It's, like, it's really crazy. So I haven't really been working on anything else, but I'll let Dawson talk about what he's
how impressive. So you just learned flips like a couple weeks before regionals. Is this the thing? You just got consistent on them, and all of a sudden they're throwing you in gainer, flip, and flip, gainer.
Hey, it's not easy here at Catfish Bay. You're getting thrown to the ringer right away.
Yeah.
Well, we got to say
we don't take it lightly.
It's not like Adam has been just throwing them this year. I mean, he's been throwing flips. He's landed gainers. He's landed a few gainers. So, I mean, can't say that he hasn't been doing flips. He just got really consistent about 2 weeks prior to regionals. So
that's awesome.
It's also nice
Dawson,
that he's still.
Can you hear us?
Yeah. It's also nice that he's still young, so he doesn't really have that fear of catching ropes or skis or whatnot. So he's just able to go out and just send a couple.
That's cool.
Yeah.
But I would say, like, just to add to that, I mean, and Dawson, you can add to this. Who knows? There might be a possibility that we start throwing some mobs in with them guys doing gainers and flips beside him. I mean, the sky's the limit with these guys because of their talent level. Who knows? Maybe we'll be doing everything on one skis in a couple of years, or I mean, yeah.
Yeah, that's fun. It's super cool to see that, you know, where that might go, but your consistency has been so fun to watch, and it's obviously because of the repetitions. It's great that what you boys are doing.
Besides you guys, are there other up and comers on the team that you might be working into the jump act?
Yeah, I mean, we have a couple young guys that are just getting into doing helis right now. But really, I mean, we don't have a lot of guys on the team that are wanting to get big into to kind of get up to the jump team, basically. We have maybe 2 other kids that are working their way there, but really it's just these 4. It's just these 4 right now, so
And
they kind of get all the water time.
Gotta also remember that everyone else that's kind of up and coming is even younger than Adam is too, so they're still just figuring out their jump legs.
Yeah,
Soren
just got his first set
Soren,
of
and
jumpers. So I'm excited
and
to
then
see where that
my son Tyler Newman, he's coming up a little bit into the jumping, so we'll see.
Well, as you guys look ahead to 2026, maybe some continued higher difficulty jumps, although you've already – I mean, you might as well just run it back with what you did at that score, Jeepers. But it's always fun to dabble and try new things. You guys are all growing individually, which is so fun to see. What's in store next year? You want to repeat as regional and national champs? You coming for it again?
Yeah, obviously, I think end of the day is we love competing at regionals and love to just keep that little streak going and then just see what we can throw together for nationals as well.
Yeah.
And actually, I think if you were to kind of say what's the next big thing, I'd like to see maybe a couple of these boys make the USA team. That would be pretty cool to see a couple guys from Catfish Bay ski with USA ski teams. So.
Yeah, man. I mean, the way the young talent in this sport is growing, it's so fun to see that and see all these guys, these young bucks coming up. It's super cool. And for you guys, next year, regionals and nationals is in the same location, so that'll be fun for you guys, both at the Waterhawk site, so you'll have some nice site familiarity and comfort there. So, well, gentlemen, thank you for being on the show. We are super impressed with watching you guys and what you've done. Your jump back to nationals was so killer. Keep on doing your thing. Keep pushing the sport, keep pushing each other, and we can't wait to see more from you guys next year. Thanks for being on the show today.
Congratulations, boys, and thank you.
Thanks for having us.
Thanks for having us.
It's a fun podcast.
Awesome stuff. Those boys are awesome. So fun.
Yeah, and there's lessons there. Hard work pays off. Repetition, not, hey, let's throw together some crazy jumps that we've never practiced before for the competition. No. Do the stuff you've been doing all year because that's what you're good at.
Yeah, it's team jump is interesting, right? So, a team, I don't want to say it's different for a big team or a small team, but where the mindset for Mad City is we have 3 jump acts in our show. How can we meld the 3 to get repetitions for the show in our highest scoring jumps of the 3 rather than let's roll out our highest scoring jump act? Because listen, my son Jack talked about that this summer. He's like, we could roll out just the 3 of us on one ski, our one ski jump act, and have a chance to win if they stick their one ski jump act. But then you're leaving out 7 other jumpers on our team out of team jump. So teams have to decide if they want to win team jump, or they want the reps for everybody, or they want the reps for multiple acts. So it becomes difficult. But Catfish Bay has figured it out. We're going to rep this, and we're going to win this.
Yeah, and they're using all of their jumpers.
Yeah, they are using all of their jumpers.
Good for them. Yeah. I love it. It's almost like a Rudy almost. They just roll in with one boat, 4 guys, and all right, let's do this. And
Catfish Bay, you talked next summer about wanting to travel to different sites and see shows. That would be one to make a stop.
Yeah, that's out there, but hey.
It is out there.
There's lots of other cool things along the way. So yeah, I think the Adam tour next summer. Yeah,
that'd be fun.
Coming to a town near you, sure.
Yep. As we head into fall, Adam, people can still train water skiing this fall with Sega Sports. Sega stands for Ski and Gymnastics Academy, and they do trampoline training and on-water training in multiple disciplines.
Yeah, I mean, we just talked to the best jump team in the nation, and trampoline training is important. You learn the proper technique and all sorts of freestyle jump tricks without all the harsh falls, and then once you get to the water, it makes it that much easier.
Yep, a bunch of people that are going to be at the Buck Up will have been training with Sega on trampolines and freestyle jumping. They're going to be competing in the next Buck Up. Sega can help you on land and on the water, whether you want to take your freestyle jumping game to the next level or you want to train in other show ski disciplines. Sega is what you need. Find them at segasports.us. That's segasports.us. So next episode, Adam, we're going to dive into some deeper conversations on the scoring system. We're going to talk about pros and cons and kind of spitball some discussion and ideas on our current show skiing scoring system.
Well, get everybody super excited about that episode. Yeah.
Yep. They'll be jacked up for that, right? But it is fun. I mean, I nerd out on that stuff, but I guess not everybody does. Thank you to our sponsors today. Thanks to Paul Stokes of the American Family Insurance Agency. Let Paul be your insurance agent. FlymanSkis, custom-made jump skis, Featherboard swivel skis at affordable prices. Get yours at FlymanSkis.com. And Sega Sports, trampoline or on-water training. Find them at segasports.us.
And, of course, thanks again to all of our listeners and viewers. This is Matt and Adam, and this is The Ski Show.
Thank you for listening to The Ski Show, the ultimate show ski podcast with Matt and Adam. If you have questions or ideas for the show, find us on social media or message us at theskishowpodcast@gmail.com.